I think the hall would get this close is probably a no. Like, most of the kids I thought were pretty cool when I met. Other kids I thought kind of weird. But turns out they're not as weird as I expected, which is good.
How Secondo 2B became so close. It's through mostly through just like hanging out. Because a lot of the times when other kids, are out doing whatever, like the guys in our hall would be chilling.
Our hall meetings when we're all together and just goofing off, and that's probably the most fun that we have when we're all together in one spot.
I'm Brian Anderson from LaRue County High School. I would really like to talk about John Roberts, who is arguably the coolest RA that we could have had.
He's a good guy. I like John. He's a pretty good RA. He's kind of a stickler on the rules, a little bit too much sometimes, but he's pretty chill. He's got a pretty cool beard.
When presented with the question, Secondo 2B or not to be, the question is obviously Secondo 2B. And John Roberts helps to make sure that happens through Frisbee, through making sure that we actually follow the rules.
So general thoughts on Secondo 2B. It was a lot more fun than I expected it to be. There were a lot of times where I really felt like I could just sort of sit down in the lobby with the rest of the hall and just sort of be one of the guys for a little while.
Another thing too that helped the hall bond is just like shared experiences we have, just funny stories that people in our hall have to tell, and the characters. Like
Troy, if I had to describe Troy in 3 words, it would be no chill.
Open up! I'm taking the table!
And I know that's only 2, but there's no 3rd word that needs to be said because Troy has no chill.
And I shaved my eyebrows. So there's this game called What Are the Odds? And turns out I lost the odds. And normally I wouldn't do it, but there's a ton of people that were watching. I shook on it. And I was like, well, they'll grow back,
My name is Lucas, and I have no comment on my game. Ralph.
Secondo 2B is a lot closer as a hall than my hall was when I was a scholar. The hall has really just gelled.
Over the course of the past 5 weeks, Secondo 2B has gotten really, really close. And that now that we're in our last week and we are preparing to go home, we're all planning on staying in touch and keeping contact with the hall, with everybody in the hall and stuff.
The Secondo 2B is really an interconnected part of my GSP experience.
I just really had a lot of fun time. I made a lot of friends. They all love me.
Oh,